listening to the Clarity Cloud podcast, where we bring our intentions to fruition and wake our creativity out of hibernation. I'm your host, Angie Mason. Together, we are the seekers, we are the dreamers, dreaming ourselves awake.
Gray skies, black heart. I need to find some other part. I need clarity. I want some clarity. I need blue skies and clear heart.
Episode 7. Embracing Chaos. Friedrich Nietzsche has said, "You must have chaos within you to give birth to a dancing star." Navigating chaos and embracing it. That is what I am currently doing this episode, fresh on the heels of my very own chaos state, so it's super relevant for me. I won't bore you with personal details, as we all have our cups filled with chaos in life. The part that I want to focus on is how to exist during this moment, as well as how to move past this period into a better place. Chaos, it rears its ugly darkness at unexpected moments in our lives. But if we look at life, it is a series of unexpected moments if you think about it. So I am currently in a chaos state of my own as I make this very podcast. Yet, instead of dwelling on the minutiae of what brought on this chaos state or being strangled by fear, I want to approach it head on. I want to run straight into its face so I can tackle it and move past it. This pesky chaos mode can infiltrate our lives, having the potential to destroy our creative selves. We can get too entangled in the mess and the empty unknown darkness of chaos. The unknown tangles of disorder and worry of chaos can strike fear in the hearts of many. I want to take a different approach because honestly, fear is boring and I am tired of feeling scared in life. Instead, I'd like to think from a more mythological standpoint and see how chaos is a beginning, a birth stage into something else. What this new birth will bring, that I don't know yet, but embracing that part of the chaos helps me move forward in a more poetic, positive direction. So I follow alongside chaos, eventually taking the lead. I was sleeping before and woke to anxious feelings caused by the chaos mess that has entered my life. Yes, life oftentimes is a series of chaos events that can flare up on different levels without warning. We deal with it every day we are alive. Chaos is a catalyst for change. Right now, the house is dark, it's 2:30 a.m., and I am awake sitting in a dark room with my chaos, trying to embrace it, trying to help push through this birth of a new life phase. So I'm writing and thinking how to navigate chaos. How do I stay on track with my art during such dark moments? It makes me think back to when I was 23 years old. I was in my senior year at college in art school at Parsons, and I had one more semester to go before graduating. That's when the rug and my whole world got pulled out from under me. Without any warning, life changed in an instant. Everything from that chapter of my life came to an end. I lost my home, as well as many personal artifacts that got thrown out during a quick moving process. I was uprooted practically overnight. Fortune shined on me, however. The immense kindness of people in my life at that time who helped become a beacon and see me through this chaos darkness by offering a place for me to live while I finished my schooling and sorted out my life. They were a light in the darkness. It was a messy beginning, a brand new phase of my life that was emerging. It was full of uncertainty and so many heavy emotions, but a chaos birth filled with pain and newness all the same. We often get hurled into living our lives by chaos. If you don't live your life, chaos will eventually for sure show up and live it for you, throwing you into a dark mess state of chaos, which is always a harbinger of change. My point, bringing up this past moment, is to point out that during all of this chaos, I was hyper-creative by taking solace in my art as the real world had turned so chaotic. Creating my own visual universe, I was able to control and create order. I created a place where I can find peace or release from all the pain that I was carrying around. Chaos was the law of nature. Order was the dream of man. Henry Adams. From chaos comes order, so they say. I agree with this to some degree. In regard to experience and the chaos that arises, how we move past it or even embrace it to help carry us to the next place we need to be can help create order from chaos. I personally don't function in a physically messy environment. Messes depress me and halt my progress. I like having an organized, structured environment, designated places for my paints and brushes, and so on and so forth. A chaotic environment can hinder my ability to move forward as swiftly as I can. So in regard to spaces, I prefer a tidy space. You know the saying? Clear desk, clear mind. I like having this safe space to go to sort out my life chaos messes, whatever that may be, from career to health to daily life frustrations. Taking refuge here helps me slow down and dissect what is happening and lets me figure out how can I best progress. Now, chaos in the actual creative process can be a welcome guest. Say I run out of a paint color or a material, how can I adjust to complete my work? How can being flexible and adjusting help me grow? By experimenting with new materials and allowing for discovery to take place, growth happens. This chaos birth of new beginnings can happen with our art as we embrace new unknown materials, facing our obstacles head-on with open hearts. Chaos is the darkness and creation is the light. We enter each new piece, new idea and concept, all starting in darkness. An idea sparks a light, it glows and grows out of this darkness. A new beginning is born into the light out of darkness. From the darkness of chaos, creativity comes. Our real discoveries come from chaos, from going to the place that looks wrong and stupid and foolish. Chuck Palahniuk from Invisible Monsters. Chaos is the cousin of hitting rock bottom in my mind. There's a moment of freedom when you realize you have to start over or shift into a new non-chaotic state. I am entering a new phase, and perhaps you are too, sorting and facing your own chaos birth. Instead of getting twisted up, tangled in chaos knots, I want to try to glide along and breathe deep and full, and take each day as a challenge, pushing this chaos birth out into the open and away as we enter into our next phase, our new beginning. I'll leave you with this final quote that I found some solace in during the darkness of my nights. It is by Terence McKenna. The creative act is a letting down of the net of human imagination into the ocean of chaos on which we are suspended, and the attempt to bring out of it ideas. It is the night sea journey, the lone fisherman on a tropical sea with his nets, and you let these nets down. Sometimes something tears through them that leaves them in shreds, and you just row for shore and put your head under your bed and pray. At other times, what slips through are the minutiae, the minnows of this ichthyological metaphor of idea chasing. But sometimes you can actually bring home something that is food for the human community, that we can sustain ourselves on and go forward. I'm Angie. Till next time, dream yourself awake. Thank you for listening to episode 7, Embracing Chaos. I'm still embracing mine. And I hope that if you're embracing yours and going into a new journey, that it's exciting and you're keeping your head positive. I wanted to take this time to mention an upcoming gallery show that I'm taking part in that's probably going to be this weekend if I get this podcast together. I'm trying to push it along. I'm a little late due to chaos. But on Saturday, August 4th at 7 p.m. at MF Gallery in Brooklyn, there's going to be their 15th anniversary show that's opening up. There's going to be art by over 50 different MF Gallery artists, including myself. And each artwork is all $150. So it's a great time to start your art collection or continue it. That's going to be opening August 4th, Saturday, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. at 213 Bond Street in Brooklyn, New York at MF Gallery. And if you miss the opening, you can always contact Martina Segunda Russo at 917-446-8681, or you can email info@mfgallery.net for appointments, questions, or press inquiries. I will not be able to attend the show, but my art will be there, and a lot of other fantastic people will be there. So it's always a fun party. You should definitely go check it out if you're in the area. If you are enjoying this podcast, please consider supporting my Patreon page, which I've been trying to build out. It's a new process and a new venture for me, so I'm trying to get the word out. So visit patreon.com/Angie Mason and check out what I offer for your support. You can choose your level of support from $1 to $100 or whatever you want to give. There's all different types of rewards and discounts for my art shop and different exciting treats. So that is a way that you can help me sustain this podcast as well as my other art endeavors. Also, I wanted to mention, if you visit angiemason.com and click on the shop, you'll see that I've been adding a lot of new items to the shop. So definitely go check it out. There's some special sales that I have posted, and that is basically everything. And I will just say, as always, subscribe, rate, and review over on iTunes. I'm also on SoundCloud. But really, it's your ratings that help boost engagement and gets my podcast seen. To those of you who have taken the time to subscribe, rate, and review, huge thank you. Keep those 5 stars coming. I really appreciate it. Okay, guys, so I am sorting through some things. So I'm not sure when the next podcast episode will be out. Please be patient. I'm really enjoying doing this podcast, so I just have to ride through these little bits of rough waters to see. Once I get to some calm stages, then I'll get back into it. Till next time, dream yourself awake. You have been listening to the Clarity Cloud podcast. Please comment and review and follow along by subscribing to this podcast. Your engagement helps us reach a wider audience, allowing us to grow. So thank you. You can also find us at claritycloud.blogspot.com. This is where we will be posting show notes as well as links to our podcasts and other fun treats. You can also reach me on Twitter. Tweet me at Angie Mason Art. I'm your host, Angie Mason. Thanks for your attention and hearts. Keep doing, keep being, and dream yourself awake. See you next time.
Black heart, I need to find some other part. I need clarity, I want some clarity. I need blue skies and clear heart.
It's all blue skies and clear hearts from here on in.